Welcome back to part 6 of the Varadero. Like I said in the last episode, that was quite a short one. This episode is really unbolting the frame and lifting it off the engine. I've got a stand underneath the engine and blocks as well. So let's crack into it. I'll show you where it at the moment. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I have soaked I'll show you in a minute the 3 bolts that hold the engine to the frame. So let's have a look at that. I've also taken off the side stand and a few other small little bits, but let's crack into it. So I've rigged up a lift underneath. I've also blocked it. I'm using the actual brackets that are part of the engine that hold the sump guard on, with one each side, block underneath. So that's taking the weight at the moment. Block under there is loose at the moment, just in case that tilts forward. So we've got one bolt there, one there, and that one there. I've already taken the sprocket cover off and the guard that sits around it, so I can pull the chain. I'm also just in the process at the moment of removing thermostat unit. So that pipe here feeds that cylinder. I've just got the one on the back. You've got an electrical connection there. I don't think you can see it, but there's another one just there, and I think there's one underneath. So I'm going to have to lift this up first. I've loosened everything off, but like I said in the last episode, you can see there's quite a lot of corrosion, a lot of yellow powder that's coming from the water pipes. So like I say, it was just loosening off that pipe. I've also taken off, this one actually hooks under here, comes out there, and actually connects to that with a Y piece. So that hooks through the frame, and that hooks through that side so it can go to the radiator. So I've already taken that off, put everything back together how it came off. And then you feed, that pipe's basically up under that frame part. Right, now you can see the actual connectors. There's one there, and the main one there. And so there's one of the, I've loosened them off slightly. I had to soak them for a couple of days, these, and then cracked it a little bit, soaked it again, left it for a few more days. So let me disconnect these 3 plugs and I can pull this unit out. Right, so that's finally apart from that socket. What it is, it's a metal clip that sits in, clips in them 2 bits, goes all the way around. You have to be careful to prise it with a screwdriver. You can see the bits there. I've just lifted it up so it's hanging around there, so it keeps that in place. That's the thermostat unit out. Again, that'll be stripped down, cleaned. So now we should be good to go with the bolts. Obviously on the other side all the way through. Yeah, I think I've loosened them from that side. Yep, so I've got that one loose, and the one at the back. So let me draw them three out, because I won't be able to do it without holding the camera, and I haven't got any room to put the camera at the moment. I'm running out, as you can see, I'm running out of space. So yeah, so I'll unbolt this one, and this one from the other side and bring you back. Right, so the two nuts and the washers are off from this one and this one. The ones through the middle here are actually two. So you got one bolts in to the engine there, and the other one bolts in there. Obviously they are different lengths, so remembering long one comes from the left, short one from the right. So now all that's left is to actually take out these bolts. So that is purely just if it drops at the front, but it is supported there. Right, so in my time I'm actually a week further forward because it has taken so long to get these bolts out. The two that go in here just screw through into the rear head, one each side, which are these two. You've got two nuts that actually sit, one there on the end of the bar and one there. These are the castellated nuts that actually screw round part of the frame and basically lock this in place. So you can see they're not round, they've got flat sides, so it holds it in and that holds it. They took a while to get out because I had to soak them. Been soaking them in WD for about a week. I ended up, I did look for, there are OE versions of the socket, but I ended up making my own out of a plug spanner just to get them off. So I've started knocking them through from the other side, but as you can see by the state they are quite rusty. In the meantime, while I was waiting for them to soak, I did start pulling off some bits, water pump, thermostat unit, etc. And unfortunately I am now starting to get a bit worried because I found that the shards of aluminium, I have no idea where they've come from. They were in the thermostat unit, which means they're going through the water system, which is different to the engine. So I'm really not going to know until I can drop this engine out, get it on the bench, take out the sump and have a look and see if there's metal shards in it. If there is, then this project is basically done. It may have been caused by the damage when the cam chain adjuster snapped. But I'm a bit lost at the moment of where that metal's come from. I've also ripped out a few other bits all the wiring looms out, because I'm now getting to the point where this could be finished. But I'm still going to strip the engine down, have a look, and if it comes to it, I'll sell all the parts off, and unfortunately I'll have to end the project. So hopefully next time you see it, I'll have these bolts out and the engine hopefully up on the bench. So finally down to just an engine. Frame just pulled straight off, braking system still attached to the frame, and what I didn't know is actually the centre stand is actually connected to the engine. But then again it would have to, because there's no actual frame members down that area, so that's going to have to come off. Yeah, like I say, I'm worried about the metal parts, where it's come from. I don't know if there's any more damage inside the head or down in the sump, so now I've got the tricky job of trying to get that to there, and I'm not going to do the finger click because it could take me some time, so I need to clear that area. I think I'll take off the centre stand. That's just bolted. That could take a while as well. But yeah, literally, so it's the bolt that goes through here, which is the long one. The two threaded bolts, one each side, which are these two. And then the one at the back, which is the shorter one, and that's what holds the engine to the frame. So as I said earlier, hopefully the next shot you'll see will be that on the bench. Well, finally engine's off the lift and sitting in the corner. So I think next episode we'll start stripping it back. I've just loosely put the cam covers on. Yeah, that's one heavy engine. And now I've got a pile of mess to clean up. So before the next episode I'll get all this cleared, everything tidied up, and hopefully put away. But yeah, it's been a mission. Yeah, so like I say, we'll carry on with the engine in the next episode. I'll continue just tidying up and trying to box stuff up the best I can and clear all the debris off the workbench. But yeah, I'm not too happy about them pieces of metal I found in the water system. Whether they've actually come from when the cam chain tensioner went, obviously I still had to get it back, so it was ridden. Maybe something's broken when I took the head off, because obviously I'll show you in the next episode round the head. This is a water chamber. It's possible that if there was anything in the cylinder, it might have gone into the water and then circulated around, so I'm getting quite worried about the engine. But like I say, we'll have a look when we come back. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It is important to me. I'm a small channel, I am still growing. I am trying to produce videos as best I can. There is gaps between some. I'd like to try and do once a fortnight, but sometimes it stretches. It depends how I'm doing. There are links to other videos at the end of the video, and as always, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Join me again next time. Cheers. Bye.